disguised as a dude, disguised as another dude.
Really?
Nah, people like I just saw people like retweeting like people getting like, oh my god, RDJ did blackface and he's not apologizing for it. What's going on? I'm like, you remember Tropic Thunder?
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's one of the best comedies of all time.
I've never seen it.
Like, it's legit. It's super fucking funny.
I watched it again recently, and it doesn't hold up as well as it did like when it first came out. Because it's got some of the, like, you kind of had to be there at the time to enjoy it type jokes in it.
Probably, yeah. A lot of comedies do that.
Yeah. But it is good.
Yeah. It's just the best, like, the two best lines are all spoken. The best scenes are mostly by RDJ. Mm-hmm. You know, the I'm a dude disguised as a dude disguised as another dude, or, man, you never go full retard. Never go full retard. Apparently, like, there's a line he says, like, I'm like this to the DVD commentary, and if you listen to the Tropic Thunder DVD commentary, he's in character as that character.
That's
apparently.
Great.
And that's fucking hilarious. And I wanted to go buy it, but I was like, it's out of stock on Blu-ray. Because I refuse to buy a DVD.
Yeah, why would you buy a DVD?
Yeah, its quality is awful.
It's terrible. Alright. Let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, welcome to the Truck Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around, talk about the games and play things going on in their lives. Today I have with me Justin.
I'm a cat girl now.
You're a cat now. You're a girl now.
Da, 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 da.
And we also have Ben.
I am in Mario Maker paint out. You see, I am not Ben. I am French Ben from Earth 256 who has come to take over the show. Yes, see, let me smoke my cigarette.
We thought Ben was bad. We have French Ben now.
Yes, we got French Ben as I tweak up my mustache. Yes. Do not worry about your companion. He is fine. He's in a cage somewhere, but he is okay. He has food, but he will join us next week when we talk about other things.
I'm not sure if this is a bad French accent or a bad Russian accent, but it's offensive to multiple people.
Oh well. We'll just have to deal with him for next hour and a half, so hopefully he can keep that accent up. But Justin, what have you been playing this week?
A few random things. And it's been hard to make anything stick for too long, but I did start up the first Uncharted game. I mentioned last week, I think, that I wanted to start streaming that, so I did. And it's real good. I will say, for a first game in a new series, it's real good. It's definitely got some jank, and it's super short. Not as short as I thought it was. Like, I really thought I was going to beat it on that second stream.
You were close. You were only 2 chapters away.
Yeah, I know, but it was like after 4 hours, I had already gone like an hour longer than I thought I would, just because I thought I was close to beating it. And then I ticked another chapter and you said there was 2 more to go. So I was like, I've got at least another hour left on this game. Like, I'm not, like, I can't. It was like 11 o'clock at that point. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping to finish that up soon. I was going to do it on Thursday, but then I got caught up working outside. Got in a good momentum, so I didn't want to stop. But then I'm going to move on to Uncharted 2, which should be fun because I've heard that's the best one. So I'm kind of curious to compare them. It's always fun to see, like, you know, the first in a series and then all of the others in that series, because it's like a lot of games completely change after their first game, or a lot of series completely change. Like the first Mega Man game is weird and like kind of they feel like pilots almost. Like, you know, they changed the cast halfway through and things like that. But then, like, I never played the first Ratchet and Clank game. I started with, like, whatever the second one was. Going Commando?
Yeah, I played that one.
Yeah. And so, like, when the HD collection came out a while ago, like, I played the first Ratchet and Clank for the first time. I was like, this isn't good.
Neither is Going Commando.
I don't know. I thought that was okay. Like, it's not as good as Up Your Arsenal.
I played it like a couple years ago, and
that's fair. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, like, I want to see if it's a similar kind of jump in quality and stuff from 1 to 2. But aside from that, I've been doing a lot of Animal Crossing still. Nothing major to report. my arcade is really coming along, which is nice. My basement arcade. I found all 3 of the arcade cabinets, which made me happy. And I got a pinball machine and a slot machine. I think there's more pinball machines though, so I'm not done. I don't want to say I'm done, but it feels like an arcade now, which is cool. And I also started my second character. I think I've done that since last week. But I haven't done much with it yet because it's I haven't had a lot of time, so I'm just like focusing on the one character, and then like I'll drop money on the porch of the other character, hop over, pay off another house loan, and then neglect him again. But you do get a recipe bottle on the beach for each character, and you get a money tree for each character. So it's been kind of nice to double up on that stuff whenever I can. Because like if the second character gets a recipe bottle that my other character doesn't have, then I'll just give it to him because he's more important. But nothing too crazy there. And it was last weekend we played stuff with Cookie, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Or no,
Time is a
well,
construct.
whatever.
Was it?
It's within the last 7 days. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got together with some friends and played some golf with friends and a drawful online, which was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice, like, during these times of isolation when you don't necessarily see people a lot, to, get to kind of party up and still do things with a group. It's just, it's the little things sometimes. Also, that Worms world in Golf with Friends was awesome, but maddening.
Yeah, that jetpack sucks.
Yeah, but it's a cool crossover still. Like, I loved the designs.
Yeah.
The jetpack's just really poorly designed.
The holy hand grenade, seeing it roll down and just fuck everyone over.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And just, like, the worm battlefields happening over you.
Yeah, like going through the trenches and stuff.
Yeah. But also, I've been playing some Dead by Daylight on PS4 with some friends of mine. They've actually been playing for like a long time, but I didn't have PlayStation Plus. So I finally got that and started playing with them, and that's been fun. It sucks though, because like I had it on PC for a while, and so I kind of built up a reputation and stuff. And then I had to start over on PS4. So like I know what I'm doing, but I'm still the newbie to them. So it's like I don't have anything,
You don't have the unlocks.
Right. But I did my first killer match against them just to kind of practice, because I didn't really know like what the difference with a killer is, and I don't like them. Like just that idea of like juggling 4 survivors that are all doing things while you're one person trying to track down any of them. It's like a rat race, and not in a fun way. But I do like that game, and it's really fun with them. It just sucks that the wait times are so long to get into a match, because it'll be like 4 of us just hanging out in a voice call. We're screwing around, we're having fun, but it's like 20 minutes, and then you get into a game that lasts 5, maybe 10 minutes, and then you're back into the lobby for another 20, 30 minutes waiting. So that sucks, but and then finally, today I started Final Fantasy 14. What server are you in, Thomas?
Gilgamesh.
That's not in Primal.
I don't know.
I don't think that's in
What
Primal.
are you in?
Well, I was trying to get into Ultros, but it was full for some reason, so I joined Leviathan.
Okay.
I'll
look it up while you talk about the game.
Okay, this is just for anyone that also has Final Fantasy 14. Like, if you want to play, here's our information. But I literally just like created my cat girl, because of course I made a cat girl.
Of course.
And like, I really like. I don't think I've ever made anything else, because I've played it 2 other times. One was like PS4 when Realm Reborn first launched, and then the other was like when me and Lo played, like the free trial thing where like you can't party up or anything, you can just play it by yourself. And both times I'm pretty sure I made a cat girl. And I see the other races, and they look cool, but then I make another cat girl.
Yeah, my data center is in Aether, so yeah, it's not Primal.
Lame.
Apparently they said, according to one of our friends, they said they're going to look into knocking down barriers between data centers. So
yeah, I think the artist formerly known as Eternal posted that too.
That's cool.
Hopefully
that happens.
Yeah, agreed. But you can also just create a new character in Primal. Actually, I think it's your account is bound. Characters can jump between servers on that data center, but like your account is tied to a data center. I think.
Anyways, I'm not starting over.
Fine. I actually do kind of want to start over.
I'm not even done the Realm Reborn stuff, man.
Oh, jeez. All right.
I'm like level 30 something, and I'm like 80 hours in.
Fair. Yeah, that early game just like talk to this person and then talk to this person and then give this person a thing from the last person you talked to gets old. And I'm not even reading any of it because I've done it all before.
Oh,
so I'm just like tap running around.
Man,
but like I know it does get really good, so I'm just trying to grind through that stuff.
I know if they said the Discord I'm in, like for our free company, has been talking about how Square Enix is looking into redoing the beginning, like the early stages of the game. So they're probably going to try and make it more friendly for you to like just get past that and start doing the more recent stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people have multiple characters.
Yeah.
There should be a way to like maybe start at level 5 and bypass the tutorial stuff, or I don't know, like quick grind or something. Like
I'm sure there's like level packs where you could just like they give you like something that you could just level up to 80 or whatever and then move on. But I don't know about that. I haven't looked into that.
Yeah,
I know other MMOs do that kind of thing though. So
I don't know. This time I picked the Conjurer because I thought it sounded like a cool magic class, and then I got into the game and found out that it's the precursor to the White Mage. I was like,
you don't want to heal?
No. Like I appreciate anyone that wants to be healer because like they're valuable to raids and stuff, like, you know, to parties and stuff. But they're also pretty boring.
You'll find a group way faster, I'm just saying.
I know. But also, like, I have a lot of friends playing it.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not hard up for people to play with.
What was it now? What do you want to be? DPS?
I don't know. Well, like, I was talking about, I was in a call with Rudrake. And I said that I wanted to do the Gunbreaker. And he said it's a really cool tank, but it's also, like, super complicated.
Yeah.
And so I'd want to build up to that, like try a few other things first and then go to that.
Yeah.
But he showed me his and I was like, oh, the gunblades are so cool. I want it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but like the Dark Knight's pretty cool too. And then also the Red Mage seems cool because it's still got the healer stuff. But like those are all later things.
Yeah, I know.
The early classes are kind of weird. So like I just picked one because I was like, this is a magic user I haven't done before. Sure.
Yeah. I started off with Archer because I just thought range DPS, you know? It's the closest thing to a gun in that game from where I can start. So
right. And there's like the other, like the machinist class, I guess, that's like a offshoot of the Archer that's just a gunner. I
think, yeah, it's like a level 60 class. So
yeah. So I'm excited to get some more of the classes and stuff. And I guess at level 10 you can change out. So I'll probably level up the White Mage to level 10 and then switch to something else.
You can just switch to another class immediately, I thought. You just need the weapon.
I don't have, like, I don't
you can talk to each one of the classes, like their vendor, basically. And they'll give you like the starting missions to go down that path. So they'll give you a weapon.
Oh.
So, like, if you want to switch to Archer anytime, you just put on a bow, like level 1 bow, and then you go ahead.
Oh, I think I did that on PS4, actually, because I started as something, I don't remember what. And then I started the Archer, and it, like, switched me to the Gardenia place, wherever the Archers go.
Yeah.
Because I was in, like, the city, I forget what it's called.
Gardenia?
Well, no,
that's...
something like that.
Yeah, whatever. That was my starting city was Gardenia, so...
Yeah. Mine's also Gardenia.
Okay.
But that's around when I quit, was when I switched classes, like on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what I think I was like level 8 or something by then. So, I don't know. The point is, I'll probably level it to 10, and then like when more options open up, I'll check that out. But I'm just kind of doing the early game grind. It's cool. Like I said, I was in a voice chat with some friends, and we were partied up just to like, get the experience boosts. But I guess like there was an issue with like when you're fighting with a party that's super high level, and like they kill stuff for you, you don't get experience for it.
I think you have to hit them at least once, right?
Yeah. So
and the
they
XP you
dropped
get
out of the
isn't.
party.
Yeah, and the XP you get isn't equated to the XP they get. It's like less, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they dropped out of the party and were just like, fighting with me. Like, hey, hit this, and then they'd kill it. Because the white mage is terrible on damage output.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah. Like, it's the only spell you start with is stone. And I was like, oh, so maybe it's not just a healer. And then the second thing you get is cure. And I was like, all right. And then you get arrow, which is fine.
All right.
But I guess that's like just about all you get. Like, those things get a little better, but like there's not really much else in the way of like damage output magic.
Mm-hmm.
There's like one AoE spell, I guess, that you get later. But
unlike with an archer, where all you do is just spam arrow shots every 2 seconds.
Right. That's why I try to avoid like the fighter classes.
Yeah.
I like the magic users. But
I think they're more interesting in the early game, at least.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh well.
But yeah, so I want to try out a few of the others. Like maybe I'll do some of the kind of more unique DPS classes, like the ninja or the samurai or something like that. But for now, I'm just going to stick with my white mage and continue on.
What does DPS mean?
Damage per second.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like damage output classes.
So
AKA deeps.
Okay. I've always heard it, but always been too scared to ask because I feel like a whole bunch of like, oh, you don't fucking know that? So
Isn't that a fighting game term?
We aren't good.
No.
I don't think they have DPS.
No.
No.
Well, except that it was like, the speedy characters can get in there and do a lot of DPS, but like they don't have high defense.
Call it rush down or glass tank, but not DPS. You're not going to hear that in a fighting game mix.
I got it mostly from Diablo. I didn't know where else it was.
It's different lingo, means same thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like I said, I literally just started that like an hour before the podcast. That's why I was a little late. Because I was turning in a quest. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't felt like playing too much. I've been trying to get into some other stuff, and I'll pick it up for 5 minutes and then stop because I get bored.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ben, what have you been up to?
So I got Mario Maker, and I talked about this in the podcast why I didn't get it before because I had like stage fright, I guess is the right word. Like I just fear inferior to other people's levels, but
Performance
like
anxiety.
Yeah, performance anxiety, and then like obviously with the whole Mario Maker 2, the world update, being able to make your own Mario level. Like that's kind of made me want to like, I can, create my own, even if it's not 8 worlds, it's like even doing 1 world's gonna be a lot for me. And I've done it. I've created a level. It's out there. I've had people play it, which I'm like, how did you find it?
It's random.
It's super short. It's not long, but it's just like, it's like an artist. Like, you just gotta do something. You have to do something. And I didn't do any tricks. There's a couple like little secrets I put in there, like not much. It's like leads to a platform, get 2 more coins, stuff like that. I try to be conscious in terms of, getting you 1-ups or coins to get lives, in the course of, the 4 stages you're gonna go through, or 5 stages. So, what I like about it though is it actually makes me feel like an artist, because what I'll do is I'll have it in tabletop mode, whether I'm at work or I'm home, and I'll set it up. And I'll use a stylus, like I'm painting, like, okay, you're going to go here, and then I'll use my Joy-Con to, like, move the screen and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm actually painting. That's why I kind of made the beginning thing like I'm a painter. I'm referring to this as my first art piece, because that's what I consider it. And I feel like I'll cherish it a lot more. And whether it's good or bad is for me to decide. I don't care if you guys play my levels. I want you to, but, like, ultimately I'm doing this for me. I don't care if anybody else plays my levels. I just want to me, I'm using this as as much as Animal Crossing is therapeutic, it can only go so far before I get bored with it. Versus Mario Maker, I feel like I can be more creative with the tools that are there. And again, I may not be the best when it comes to platforming challenges or anything like that, but like, you know, I try to give a fun experience. But like I said, I only created one level. I put a screenshot up of the world, and the first world I'm doing is ice because I love the overworld theme that it makes while you're playing like the grass level. It's just so fucking it's so pretty. And I figured, and I learned how to do night mode, which is awesome. I love that you can turn levels into night mode. So,
and there's some cool reasons to do it, like the upside down gravity or the sandstorms or whatever. Like in different modes, the night mode does different things.
Yeah, it's really neat. So yeah, look for more. I'll try it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm working on it bit by bit. The biggest struggling I'm dealing with so far making a level is like, well, do I have too many enemies? Should I have more enemies? Should I have a secret here? That's what I'm trying to. So I've basically been looking at older like Mario Let's Plays, people playing Mario World, and getting idea of like, I don't want to copy anything, but just like the general flow, and maybe not do the beat for beat thing, but more like, well, like I look at it as like I said, like a comic book. Yeah, like, okay, yeah, Jack Kirby created the Fantastic Four, and that was his style. I don't want to mimic Jack Kirby. I can't be Jack Kirby. I can't be Miyamoto. That's not me. I can't be the developers of Nintendo. So, what would I do with the Keys to the Kingdom? And so that's basically the approach I'm taking, and it's making it a much more enjoyable experience versus just sitting there like, oh god, I'm frozen. And that's how I was able to get that first level up. So like as the plan is, as I get further along, you know, maybe add an auto-scrolling level, maybe do a level where it's like all bottom. I want to do a level that's all bottomless pits. Like that's what I really want to do at some point. You know, like I basically am limiting myself. Like, okay, oh, you're only gonna do, like, I give myself a certain amount of tools. You're gonna do these tools. You only have these enemies. You're not gonna have this. Because I did play a Mario World, like, you know, somebody just threw a world together, and the first level is just a shit ton of enemies on screen in the first section. I'm like, and hidden blocks so you can't jump. I'm like, this is why I didn't fucking want to play this game. But so I went back to creator mode.
And that's the tricky thing, is like the World Edition is great, but the fact that like you're just playing someone's levels, like if you get, you know, 10 levels into the game and they throw in a garbage level, it's like, well, I made it this far. Like, it's just one level. Surely I can get past it. And, like, you know, in a vacuum, you just skip that in Course World and move on.
Yeah.
But it's only their levels.
That's why, like, my approach is I built my world first, and then I went, okay, so I have this here, and I try to build around that. Like, that's how I'm doing it. So, like, I have the panels laid out, and now I'm going to draw in the panels. So that's how I'm feeling it. It's very therapeutic, seriously. And other than that, I turned on The Witcher 3 on Nintendo Switch. I turned it on. I played like an hour. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I know I'm not like, I think I have to play more of it to understand what I feel. The only thing I dislike is having to press a button to open up a wheel to do magic, and then pressing another button to do that magic attack. I hate that. That to me annoys me so far. But the combat so far feels good. You know, you got your light, heavy attacks, doesn't feel that different. I like the mobility. Jerry of the River feels very mobile despite, you know, the armor. Like in the way the game looks, and granted, I am playing on the much downgraded Nintendo Switch version, but like just from an aesthetic point of view, like it really reminds me of like a mid 2000s PS2 PS3 game, not in terms of like graphics, but in terms of like aesthetic, on like how everything looks and how the world is, and then you got that's just what it reminds me of, and it kind of felt a little nostalgic for it. Like, oh yeah, this is one of these games.
I mean, it was an early PS3 game, wasn't it?
No, which Wild Hunt? No. You mean the originals?
Like Witcher 3.
2 was.
No. 2 was, but not 3. 3 was this gen.
Oh. Okay.
But I mean, I like it so far. Like, I don't have any context with the story. You know, like other than things I know from the show. Like, oh, okay, so he's still the Butcher of Blaviken in this. That's so okay. That's so, because there's some things that translate over because I think it's from the books. You know, I'm intrigued, but I'm gonna put it down for now because I feel like this. I've heard stories. This is a game where you can easily sink your life into it, and so I'm gonna put it down for now. But it's definitely a miracle that it's even running. The only kind of glaring part is that when you're in the overworld and things just pop in out of nowhere, that's probably the worst part of it so far. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. Other than that, I played more Collection of Mana. I'm near pretty much the end of it, and I actually before we started the podcast, I just defeated the. I only have 2 God Beasts left now, so I've defeated 6 out of the 8, and I was on my way to the 7th one before we started. It's just incorrectly cleans his glasses that way. So
excuse me.
You heard what I said. Anyways, so yeah, and I do have a negative to talk about Collection of Mana because I realize I've been sucking this game's dick for the past month now.
What?
But
No.
It is one of the best games ever made. So.
It is, but like sometimes I feel like I'm overtly positive to the point where like does he not like anything? I'm like, yeah. There's a point where you get to level up into your final class at level 38. And in order to do that, you need to get a specific item. And my advice to anybody who's playing Secret Trials of Mana, namely the old one, because I don't know how the new one handles the level up class system, is to look up what you want. Because you need to go... You have 2 choices whenever you level up, light or dark, and different classes mean obviously different stats, and that means an ultimate different final class. So look up what you want, even if it's spoilery. Just look, okay, do you want your character to be this or that? I think you can generally win with both ways, because the game should be balanced that way. But, okay, maybe, a Grand Diviner sounds better than the other thing, go for that. But also, the thing that pisses me off about how you get to not just getting level 38, because it takes a while to grind to level 38. Actually, no, it doesn't, because once you get to a certain point, like enemies just start dropping like 400, 500 XP every kill, and you usually get 3 kills in a room. So it's not that hard to grind, at least like 2 or 3 levels. So you have to get. So throughout the game, I never really talked about it because it doesn't really come up. You occasionally you'll get a drop for these seeds, and you take these seeds to the inn, and they can give you like in early game they'll give you like a health potion, MP restore, stuff like that, basic stuff. But in order to evolve to your final class, you have to get a specific item. To get that item, you have to get a specific seed drop that's always labeled as question mark seeds. And they come from a very specific enemy. Go to the Shimmering Ruins. That is your best place to spawn that if you want to get them as early as you did, like at level 38. Because that's the level you're allowed to transform. So even if you find, I don't know if you can find the seeds if you're earlier than that. So Shimmering Ruins, level 38. But it takes... So then you have to defeat this enemy. You have to defeat this one enemy who, when you hit it, it'll spawn a variation of itself. You have to kill the other 2 things, then kill that, and it has a chance to spawn a chest that will, on a chance, give you the seed. So that's already convoluted of itself. And then you're thinking, you only need 3 seeds because you have 3 characters. Yes and no. Sometimes you take the seed to an inn, you'll drop it in, and sometimes you'll get the thing you want, and sometimes you'll get double of something you don't want, and one character doesn't get anything, which I don't understand that at all. Like, why did I get 2 things for my Valkyrie when my mage over here needs things? So, there's a good tutorial online that shows you how you can manipulate it in terms of what you want, and I did that, and it worked out for me, but it was annoying to say the least. Like, I hope the remake, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know, but I hope the remake just allows you to, like, I don't know, put you on a side quest to go find the item or something than working on a random ass drop, and then you have to pray you get it at the RNG works in your favor at the end. That being said, I fought the last 2 bosses I fought once I left. They were pretty much jokes. Like some of my characters went down a couple times, but for pretty much the boss fights were pretty much nothing to me. So yeah, that game is really good. I'll definitely beat it by next week. Like I said, I'm on the cusp of it right now. Outside of that, I think I played my most anticipated game of the year this year, which was Streets of Rage 4. which I haven't shut up about that for like 3 days now, or the past month or a year. Yeah, it's a good sequel. Like it's really fucking good. The combat feels so good. Juggling people feels so good. I put some clips of just pure insanity that I was doing, and again, it's nothing complicated. Like there's no quarter circle motions you have to do. It's pretty much just like forward and L, or not, like forward in your attack button, back in your attack button. One thing this game does that other Streets of Rage doesn't is that, well, it kind of copies Streets of Rage 2 in that doing special moves drains your health meter. But unlike Streets of Rage 2, if you beat up enemies, you can basically regain your health.
Yeah.
So it's a high risk, high reward thing.
Yeah.
Which, that got me killed in the beginning level because I just kept spamming in it because I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my first playthrough, a lot of it is me dying because I just wanted to style on these low rat enemies who don't stand a chance.
That's funny.
It's just so satisfying to get wall bounce combos or air stuff. It's just so satisfying.
Yeah. I thought that was a cool addition because I played a little bit just to test the game out, and I noticed that my health didn't go down. Like getting hit and using a super made my health different colors. So.
Yeah, you're pretty much like you're like a fighting game where like that's blue health, so you have a chance to get it back.
Yeah.
Like graphically, this game it's amazing. Like it's so like it's pretty, but it captures that dirty very dirty grungy undercity. Like it's not trying to be realistic; it has a style to it, but it definitely has that over like cartoony grunge to it, and I love it.
That like 80s neon cartoon.
Yeah. It looks great. There's still some like old vintage bullshit on like where it's like, okay, there's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of like there's a point where like you're on a stage on the way to a concert, and like you see enemies above you, and then these enemies will down. They like to charge you, and you have the other two enemies up top that you can't touch that throw fire bombs at you. I'm like, great, this is fun. There's no continues in normal story mode. There is a mode you can play where you can try to beat the game on one continue. I know I can't do that. But
sure
that
you
is
can.
there.
I believe in you.
No. Maybe after a couple playthroughs. I will. But I picked Blaze first. Blaze is really fun. Interesting enough, I haven't played the other characters, but like in old Streets of Rage games, if you get like a knife, they kind of just do a stabbing motion and you can throw it. With Blaze, she does like a whole on like combo with it,
really?
Which is interesting. Yeah, she does like slash, like she fucks you up. But then I played with Adam, who's back for the first time since Streets of Rage 1. And like he just does, the stab thing. So like vintage Adam. So it's like, okay, that's just a Blaze thing. So just to go over, and I beat it. I beat it in one night. It's not a long game. It's a beat 'em up. They're never really long, and especially considering that you have unlimited continues for these purposes. You only get 2 lives, but you can earn more lives based on points as you play on the stage. It's not a very long game, but God, it's so satisfying to do. Like I posted on Twitter, like that fucking title screen is so fucking sexy. Like that music is just perfect, and you can play as the retro soundtrack immediately. So if you want to hear the vintage Genesis, Streets of Rage 2 S, Streets of Rage 1 and 2 S music, then go for that. Streets of Rage, obviously one of my favorite Genesis games of all time. It's God, it's such a fucking worthwhile sequel. Like I didn't think we'd ever see a Streets of Rage 4, and for it to be this good. With that being said, just a little PSA. You don't get every sprite character unlocked immediately. They're basically unlocked through total points progression. So as you play the game, the more points accumulate. Actually, at the end of each stage screen, you'll get a bar that shows you like milestones. Once you hit those milestones, you'll get you'll unlock a character. Like the first character I unlocked was Axel, Streets of Rage 1 Axel, and it's his ugly ass 1991 Streets of Rage sprite. So normal characters will have like a star move, which you can do in either a defensive, an air one, it's basically the big super move. But if you play, I haven't tried the other characters, but I'm assuming it's true. So in Streets of Rage 1, your super was like a cop car would come out of nowhere and shoot a bazooka at you. That's still true. So if you play as the Streets of Rage 1 characters, you'll still get the cop car that shoots a bazooka, even though it makes no sense at all. Only minor complaint that I have is that there's 2 characters in the game who have like the newer model looks, and they're not playable. This is a little bit of a spoiler, so I apologize, but Shiva is a boss character again. He was a character from Streets of Rage 3 that once you beat him in that game, he joined you. His sprite form is in the game that you can unlock later, but you don't. I think because like you unlock Adam like within chapter 4, like he comes out of the shadows and basically tells this other officer that he was fighting against you. Like these are my people. Like I'll deal with you. I'm just like he even tells his daughter, "No, don't worry about me, sweetie. I'm just gonna talk to the lady." Being all cool and shit. And then Max from Streets of Rage 2, the big brawler guy, he's mind controlled by the Y twins. By the way, the story's whatever. You don't play Streets of Rage as a story. Like it's just there. Nobody really cares about Mr. X. It's his kids, Mr. Y, the Y twins, which is it's X and Y. But you fight Max, which is a nice surprise, even though he's on the cover box art looking all possessed. He's being mind controlled. And I figured, okay, well, maybe he'll be playable after you beat him. Like, no, he's not. He's not playable, which I don't understand. Maybe they'll add him in later because, like, it doesn't make sense story-wise for Adam to start the game because he doesn't show up till chapter 4. So it's weird. So it's like, well, maybe they'll come in later. I don't know. I really hope they do because I would like to play as them. But, like, overall, like, God, I mean, I think I talked about, like, how River City Girls, like, left me dissatisfied as much as I was looking forward to that game because I felt like the openness of it kind of worked into its unfavor, and I thought the boss is a little bit too spongy. Versus Streets of Rage 2 captures the magic of the older Genesis titles. Streets of Rage 4, I'm sorry, captures the energy of Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. I've heard some people complain like, oh, it doesn't have the mobility of Streets of Rage 3 because in Streets of Rage 3 you could everybody could dash. Versus here, everybody kind of has their character attributes against. I never had a problem with it being slow. Maybe it's because I never played Streets of Rage 3 as a kid. I don't even have it on my Genesis Mini. Although it did fall off the truck, so it might be on there soon. But I only have memories of playing Streets of Rage 1 and Streets of Rage 2, and the mobility is significantly slower in those games versus I feel like the walk speed for all the characters. Again, I haven't played as the big robotic arm guy, but I feel like the walk speed is fairly fast, and stages are not long at all. Like I think it took me about 4 or 5 hours to beat it. Like it's about 10 minutes per stage. Again, depends on your talent to be able to get through some of the bullshit the game throws at you in the latter stages. But overall, I think it does it very well. There is no checkpoint system, so if you get a game over, you're going all the way back to the end. But again, the stages aren't that long, so it's not like that much. It's a matter of like, do I want to deal with this bullshit again, or do I want to just stop for the evening? But yeah, it's great. And it seems like everybody's playing it, or everybody who has played it is enjoying it. It's cool to see like a vintage Genesis title come back and be resurrected in a whole new generation, yet still be planted in its roots, but also pushing the direction forward. And if we get a Streets of Rage 5, I don't fucking know. At this point, I'm just happy that we got 4. But yeah, a long anticipated release that lived up to my expectations and further beyond. Just add those 2 other characters and I will be extremely happy. But that's all I played this week, really. So
speaking of long anticipated games that live up to expectations or not, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I got to the end. I beat that game last night. And I have conflicted feelings. We've decided to do a spoiler cast next week, so we'll go all out there. But I'll say that I didn't really have a problem with the combat throughout the whole game. I did like some of the abilities that were introduced at the end, like the Wind Slash for Cloud, and also like the reflective Counter-Strike abilities. Like that really changed up my playstyle to be a little bit more defensive. I just had the idea of being defensive anyways because I knew the Rufus fight from from the original, and I remember how tough that used to be. So I knew I had to be more defensive in that fight. We'll get into like some of the other boss fights along the way in next week's show. But yeah, I don't know where they're taking this series, man. The ending is very much not like the original.
Yeah. Oh no, it isn't.
I was kind of disappointed they didn't do some of the stuff that I really liked from the original, though. Like some of the stuff regarding Shinra, especially.
Wasn't Shinra kind of disappointing?
Wasn't just Shinra kind of disappointing? Yeah. There was some really cool stuff that happened, but there was basically everything from the Shinra building was not really in there other than the stairs.
Yeah. And like the part with Tifa like walking along the ceiling and stuff seemed like it was going to be kind of a cool like puzzle section.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really very fun to control.
It was just a trap.
Yeah. And they didn't do anything like that again, like in the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah. What else I'm trying to think of? Oh yeah, so the pedometer materia. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this materia that you can get that you can equip, and you do have to do 5,000 steps, and it'll unlock and become an actual piece of materia. I forgot about that thing entirely until I got to the stairs, and I equipped it, and I forgot that I had it equipped. So while we were all running up the stairs, I had it on Tifa too. So she was like bolting up the stairs, and it said like 1,000 out of 5,000, and it's like... by the time we got to the end of the stairs, I was probably like 2/5 of the way there. So
nice.
It was pretty sweet.
I put mine on immediately, and so like before, like when you're grabbing all the chocobos to open up the fast travel system,
yeah,
I basically got it all from that, and so like I didn't need to walk anymore because I'd already finished the pedometer materia, so I just took the chocobos everywhere from that point on. It was really convenient.
Yeah, nice. I just I forgot all about it until like I was just going through my material. I was like, oh shit, I still have to do this. But yeah, that was interesting. We'll go more into spoiler territory next week.
Yeah, spoiler, they're gonna call me wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna call you wrong, and also Ben just watched it, so he's fresh and he wants a week to digest it.
Yeah. To go into all the conspiracy theory videos and be like, guys, I got a plan.
It's gonna be like Charlie.
Yeah, pretty much that's how I feel right now.
You don't understand.
Yeah. Now I understand what Max is talking about. Like, I'm glad I didn't go to any of his streams before I watched today's episode. Now I'm free. Anyways.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Just one game?
Well, I've been playing Destiny here and there, and
okay.
Some other mobile stuff that I bet no one's really interested in hearing about. Oh yeah, a little bit of Animal Crossing as well. I beat Animal Crossing, saw the credits. Don't have to play that game again.
To be fair, you get the credits every Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Every time KK Slider sings, you get credits.
That's so dumb. Why would they do that?
Because it's something to play during his song. Like, that's the idea. It's always been like that. Like, since the first game.
I don't like this turnip shit.
What?
I don't like it.
How do you not like the turnips?
I don't want to do
Have
it.
you not become a millionaire yet?
I'm not. I didn't want to bother with it. It looks too stupid.
No, it's great.
No, it's like the multiplayer for the game.
I have 4 million bells in the bank. It's great.
I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna grow apples and make my money that way.
All right.
Grow
Enjoy being poor forever.
I'll just fund your island for you.
No,
I don't.
Don't enable him. Either he gets rich the right way, or he squall. Or
isn't the point of this game is to go at your own goddamn pace? Right?
I guess.
Yeah, there you go. So
if you want to get left in the spoiled turnip dust.
I bought 10 and I sold them already. I didn't care.
I sold my turnips this week for 331 bells.
I sold them for 441.
Nice.
Something like that. You gotta keep up with Darklight.
No way. I'm not
they get the sales.
Yeah.
It's like I don't understand what's good. I don't want to play with any of that. I just don't.
What makes me mad though is I forgot to say this. I sold like half my stock. Yes, that's a pun. At my island because it got to the highest it's ever been, which was 174. That's sad, but it's the highest I've gotten. So I was like, okay, like I'm afraid like I'm gonna sell at a loss because this was like Wednesday morning. So I went ahead and sold half of them, and then that night, Darklight Bros were like, "Hey, price is like $4.41 if anyone wants to come over." It's like,
wait, like,
are you kidding
one
me?
turnip gets you 441 bells?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Why?
It's a turnip. Why is a turnip that much? I don't get it.
It's the stock market.
It's the stock market.
It's so stupid.
You're stupid.
See, this is why he has no money.
Yeah.
I have money. I have 100,000 bells.
Oh, that's chump change. Get out of here.
I'm a millionaire now, thanks to Jacob. Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got the landscaping stuff done, like unlocked, so now I can actually just walk to Reed's ship whenever it comes in. I don't have to climb over fucking stupid cliffs and bullshit.
Jolly Red.
Whatever. I don't know.
He hasn't shown up on my island at all.
You might have to have something unlocked that you don't have yet.
He's shown up once, and I bought a painting from him, but he hasn't shown up since.
Yeah, he
Same
shows
with
up
Leaf.
he shows up like once a week on...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And the second time he shows up, you can actually go into his ship.
Oh.
How many...
Which, one nice thing about having two characters is you can only buy one piece of art per character. But because I have two, I can go in there and buy two pieces of art. One of my characters bought a fake statue, and the other one got a real painting, because my wife helped me, because she knows art.
I just look it up on the Polygon article.
Well, I thought I was right, but she was coming by at that point anyway, and I was like, look, you should play this. Like, it's got cool art stuff. You'd like it. And then I asked if I was right and that it was real, and she looked it up, and she's like, I'm not going to show it to you, but yeah, it's real.
Yeah. So I got that unlocked. My graveyard is going well. There's 2 graves.
Why do you have a graveyard?
Because one of my villagers gave me a tombstone, and then I built the other tombstone.
He wants to kill you.
That's fine.
No, the tombstone is for that villager. It was a sign. You're ignoring the signs.
No, the tombstone is for me.
That villager is going to quote-unquote move out. And you're going to feel real bad that you didn't pay attention.
Cranston is fine. I talk to him every now and then. He actually does seem like kind of the murderer type, but that's fine. He can live in my village. I also got sidewalks, so I can like build out sidewalks now. This is really cool. I got like a row of houses like on a street now, and I built a little path into my garden now. So I'm gonna go to town with that stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Ooh, a little like Stepford neighborhood could be kind of cool. I don't know what to do with my houses. I made a nice little town square, but the houses are still just kind of sporadic. Yeah.
I got a nice row of houses. I need to move the museum because it's kind of in a weird spot now. It's so big. It's like hiding behind the town hall, basically. So I need to move that out to the right side. My cranny is all the way upgraded, I guess. I got the latest upgrade.
I think there's one more.
Is there one more? Really? How do you get
I'm not totally sure. Like, I thought that it was like, the no Nook Cranny, and then base Nook Cranny, and then upgraded Nook Cranny. But I'm pretty sure I went to Abba's Island once, because he's been time traveling and he cheats a lot and stuff. And I thought it looked different. So I was like, oh, you must have the upgraded one. But then mine upgraded, and it didn't look like his.
Weird.
So I think there's 2 upgrades.
Wow. All right.
But I don't know for sure. I might have just been remembering it wrong. I only went there once.
All right. Yeah, I need to move some houses around, do some other stuff. But anyways, I'm having fun with that game. It's cool. There's new bugs because it's May. New fish because it's May, so that's cool.
It's gonna be May.
Apparently there's fish that only spawn at the pier. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I found that out too.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't know that? Oh, for once I know something before
But
y'all
nothing
do.
ever spawns at the pier.
So what did you catch at the pier?
What did I've only caught in fucking sea bass, but I looked it up beforehand. I never said my luck was good. I just said I knew something.
There's also certain fish that only show up when it's raining.
It's never rained on my island, and I hate that.
It was raining when I visited you.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
You have no.
Did you guys capture the images?
I'm pretty sure I did capture something.
On
no, you captured
island.
me, I think.
Your island we did, but not... I don't know if you did, but I know on your island I took video. But on my island, nah.
No, you did, because you saw me go by and it was creepy, so you took a video.
Nope. It wasn't raining. It was not raining.
Release the Benjamin cut.
But no, like I every time it rains, I try to catch a friggin' coelacanth.
A what?
A coelacanth. It's a large fish. I don't know.
Oh.
From the ocean?
It only shows up when it rains. And I go through like 3 fishing poles and get nothing but sea basses because it's only the biggest fish form.
Yeah.
When it rains. So like I'll run around my beaches, check every single one of those big ones. It's always a sea bass. And
is it in season?
I give up. I think it's always in season. It just only shows up when it rains.
Okay, weird.
They're stupid.
I got that giant ass fish, the oarfish, but only when I visited another island, like a Nook Island.
The coelacanth is bigger.
Really?
What?
And then Southern Hemisphere, because they were in summer, like last month or whatever, was getting like sharks and stuff.
I want a shark.
I want sharks.
Yeah, we'll get them next month, I think.
Oh,
whenever summer happens.
I'm gonna put it in my basement.
Shark Week.
Shark Week. Yeah. So happy May Day to you guys. Hope you enjoy your May week. I haven't gotten any May tickets yet. I haven't talked to them. I need to go talk to them.
Yeah, I gotta go check that out. I don't have time today.
All right. So that's it for me. Oh, hang on. Let me check the recording real quick. Okay.
No.
That's when news
it's okay.
happens.
I just need to turn you guys up. All right. So let's check out the news. So E3 Nintendo Direct in June has been reportedly delayed. Nintendo reportedly delayed its annual E3 Direct broadcast this year due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic and Japan's state of emergency orders that have forced more employees to work from home. VentureBeat and Eurogamer both reported that Nintendo's annual June Direct, which premieres during the week of E3, has been pushed back as Nintendo employees adjust to work from home orders. Nintendo has reportedly told partners that it needs more time to develop its first-party games. One of the biggest rumors going into Nintendo's E3 season was its plans for Mario 35th Anniversary. In September, supposedly Nintendo is working on a series of the Super Mario remasters, including 3D favorites like Super Mario Galaxy and Mario 64.
Gimme.
Nintendo has not settled on a replacement date for its next Direct, but have told third-party developers who might usually get a spot on the Direct that they can reveal their games individually. It's been suggested that Nintendo will reveal its 2020 major releases towards the end of the summer. IGN has reached out to Nintendo for comment, and I doubt you're going to get a comment.
Probably not. Yeah. They never comment. It's not that big of a deal because E3 is gone. So it's just going to be like a summer of announcements in general. So it's not like there has to be a set date for anything this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know there was that was being canceled until I saw whiners on my timeline. And I'm like, you fuckers are crying about... I instantly blocked everybody I saw complaining that there's no Direct. I'm like, yeah, there's tons of games on Switch already. Go play those. You don't need new ones right now.
It doesn't matter when they don't cancel a Direct because people complain about what's in the Direct.
Oh yeah, no, Nintendo. There's a section of Nintendo fans who are, to quote Dan O'Brien, fickle,
toxic.
I remember the one in September we got last year. We're like, did I want that Direct? Is that a good one? All the sarcastic. Fuck all y'all who do that shit.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get Direct for 9 months, and I'm like, good, y'all didn't deserve one.
Right, and then we got one, and people complained.
Yeah, I fucking loved it because I got things I wanted because I don't complain like a good bitch boy.
Yeah.
Would it be a Gamescast so that you guys complaining about complainers?
Yeah. Well, I block all of them. So, it just lets me feed out you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. So I don't see that shit anymore.
Thomas, I wanted to get mad at you for that, but it's true, so I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally every week you guys complain about people complaining.
You don't have to call me out on it.
Because they need to learn to man the fuck up and be like, it's just a fucking video game. You can wait a few months. Seriously.
I don't even see these people.
Yeah, well...
They don't exist to me. But I do see it for the Destiny stuff, so,
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Everyone's got their complainers. So speaking of game announcements during the summer, Jeff Keighley is doing a 4-month summer game fest.
That's fun.
Jeff Keighley has revealed Summer Game Fest, an industry-wide celebration of video games that will run from May to August 2020 and deliver news and game events and playable content. The news was first revealed by Keighley on Twitter. He posted a note about outlining his ambitions for the Summer Game Fest project. The Phase 1 lineup for the festival will include news from 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Blizzard, Bungie, CD Projekt Red, Digital Extremes, EA, PlayStation, Private Division, Riot Games, Square Enix, Steam, Warner Brothers, and Xbox. So that's a lot of companies.
So this will probably be some of those announcements that was going to be the Nintendo Direct.
So this is E3, right?
Basically, it's 4 months of E3.
Oh my god! Gamer orgasm everywhere.
Like, this is the thing. E3 is not coming back. This kind of stuff is going to replace it. It's going to be better. It's going to be longer. And it's going to be more, like,
better,
immersive.
longer game. Never mind.
There's something there, I know. But, like, they're basically saying that there's going to be playable game festivals on Steam and Xbox. So,
in-game events as well?
Yeah. So this will actually take place inside games and also probably have demos and things like that. Whereas E3 is just like, hey, if you don't show up, you're screwed. You never get to see this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's so exclusive.
Yep, it's going to offer demos of select titles and playable content as well. Playable game festivals from Steam and Xbox are expected to arrive soon, and the festival will incorporate panels and interviews with prolific developers and publishers in the games industry. You can check out the Summer Game Fest website, where you can sign up to be notified when the content schedule goes live. And apparently IGN is running their own Summer of Gaming showcase in June.
Yeah, I think Kind of Funny is doing another game showcase too. That was supposed to happen like during E3 time. I assume that's still going on.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not going to be want for gaming content this summer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We might
It's just a matter of if there's going to be announcements.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be in my Xenoblade Hole, so anything else would be just icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Which that they released. Japan got 3 new trailers for it, and one of them was concerning the new stuff. I was like, nope, not watching any of that. I want to go into that blind.
So speaking of game announcements, we have lots of video game announcements here today. First, let's talk about Deadly Premonition 2 release date was announced. So it's coming July 10th, 2020.
I already forgot about this game.
I wonder how well it's going to do, because the first one was like such a niche title. It was like just people that were horror fans and Resident Evil fans that played it, and like just word of mouth got around that this is like a bonkers video game. I
think the fact that it's a Switch exclusive will mean that it does better than it would have otherwise.
Usually that's the opposite.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say.
Although graphically, it's terrible.
I mean, it's like the first game.
I know, but is it on purpose? Like, it looks bad for a Switch game.
It's possibly doing a Shenmue where like it's supposed to look like this because it's emulating.
It's a $50 game, so again, it's budget. Well, somewhat budget. The first one was way cheaper. It was like $20.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm just interested to see where the hell the story goes, because some of the stuff I saw in that trailer looked insane.
Customize your character and upgrade your skateboard. I didn't know it was a Tony Hawk game. I'm in now.
Yeah, he actually teaches Tony Hawk. It's a prequel. So another news announcement that we have here is 2K announces WWE Battlegrounds. You don't like the art style?
Oh god, it looks so ugly.
What do you mean? It's really good art.
It looks so ugly.
It's like clay, guys.
Is this like a battle royale wrestling game?
No,
it's just a wrestling game that's more like arcadey.
Yeah, it's more like a fighting game.
Oh, so it's not PlayerUnknown's Wrestling Simulator.
Did you ever play played or seen WWE All Stars? It came out like in the Wii.
I did see it. Yeah,
10 years.
I watched.
It reminds you. This game reminds you of that, but without the charm.
Well, it's like it's the same kind of thing that was that NBA game, right? The like Playgrounds or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that one either.
Yeah.
Everyone is just like way fatter in this game.
Yeah.
They're not even
Like if you're gonna do an aesthetic, go fucking full cartoon with this.
Yeah. It's like upsetting chibi. That's what the art style is.
Yeah.
But counterpoint, they threw a guy into a crocodile.
I mean that's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's but it's just like, but there's stuff you have to look at before throwing him into the crocodile.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's so squat.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Like either make it like again, it should have been like make it super cartoon, make them like super roided and big and everything, not like awkwardly small.
I almost wish it was like a new celebrity deathmatch game.
Wow.
It's kind of a chibi like cell shaded art style. If they just went claymation with it, it would make a lot more sense.
That's a fucking reference, Jesus.
Right?
Hey, there's been a few games of that.
Let's get it on!
I know, I think I either owned it or I owned the demo of it or something.
I only ever saw the show. I never played the game. All I remember is Mills Lane. Let's get it on!
Yeah.
That's it.
I loved the show.
Oh yeah,
It was fine for its time. You can't watch this shit now, though. It's
They brought it back,
horribly.
and it was rough.
Yeah, there's a reason why it should have stayed dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? We have Wonderful 101 remaster is being delayed.
Sort of.
Physical copies are being delayed, I think.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, okay, digital is still set, yeah.
Yeah. So game is now June 30th in North America and July 3rd in Europe.
Just for physical.
Yeah. And the remaster is still set for May 19th in North America and May 22nd for Europe.
And backers are getting it like a month early, weirdly.
Yeah, I think I've said on the show, I backed this project because I wanted this game as early as I could get it, and they're going to start sending out backer codes starting on the 7th. Not everybody's going to get it on the 7th, but because there's a lot of people that backed this project, they're going to send it out steadily. So I will not be talking about this game probably next week, but I'm looking forward to it.
I hope you like it.
I like the first one. I mean, not the first one. I got the original as a Christmas gift the first year I got my Wii U, and I love the hell out of it. So now I just never had an excuse to play it because what the fuck would I turn my Wii U on?
I didn't like it. I couldn't get into the gameplay loop.
I couldn't finish it. I played it a few levels and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I did once I figured out like how it works and being able to control those people. Like, you got frustrating a little bit, so I hope they fix that in this new one. But like, just I pretty much engaged like, oh my god, I'm a fucking Power Ranger, let's go. And there's some awesome stuff to that. I think that's what made me like it a lot.
Yeah, the updated control scheme has me like curious because that was the main thing I didn't like was the controls. But I still feel like it wouldn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
So speaking of releases and delays, we have Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghosts of the library.
Ghosts. Why? What? Never mind. I tried to do something and I failed horribly. Anyway, The Last of Us Part 2 is going to arrive on June 19th, and Ghost of Tsushima will follow on July 17th. Shut up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to both these games immensely, since it seems like the summer is going to not have a whole lot going on.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching a playthrough of Last of Us 2. Oh my god. Stay.
Man, the more we get in this game, the less I give a shit about it.
The part 2?
I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna like be like on Twitter like, oh, it shouldn't exist and stuff like that. I don't want it to exist, so I'm just gonna like not, because I know Max is gonna play it, so I know he's not gonna stream it. Like I'm not gonna watch anything. I just don't care. To me, the first one is perfect, and you can't improve upon that perfection. So why fucking try? This is just a fucking cash grab to me. So
see, I'm just excited because it's a video game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Video games are not coming out as much as they used to.
That's fair.
So I'm just excited for something new to come out.
Like 2020 was supposed to be the best year in gaming. And it feels like now 2021 is going to be the best year in gaming.
I know what you're talking about. It's been great for me this year. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm living in a different reality here.
You are.
I mean, Final Fantasy VII and Animal Crossing have been real good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's about it.
I've had Panzer Dragoon, Streets of Rage, Animal Crossing next to you guys.
See, my Streets of Rage boner isn't as raging as hard as yours.
Well, I mean, it is like, you know, whatever. I got Xenoblade Chronicles coming at the end of this month. Oh God, it's May.
It's like a Street of Half Rage.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 1.5 quarters. But also, like Ghost, I've been looking forward to more than Last of Us. So I'm just happy that these games are coming out this year and not just delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is interesting. It's just, you know, Last of Us 2 is just like, ugh. Everything they've shown about it just does not appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
Not like the first one, because I love the hell out of the first one.
So next gen is supposed to arrive this year, and
that ain't happening.
Well, we got shown Ubisoft stream for Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh yeah, where they had Boss Logic draw a painting, which is super fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a badass way to reveal a game title.
Yeah, took 8 hours and the image is done. It's a Viking themed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's official.
It's actually badass.
We should be getting more of this next week, I think, when Xbox does their event for next gen games. They did say that their console's coming out this year, but games may be delayed for obvious reasons.
So they're going to release a console with no games, basically.
Well, you'll have your back compatibility.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm working on forward compatibility. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I've got my Xbox One X. I'm good for a few years.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely.
I don't think Halo Infinite will get delayed, though. Even though we haven't seen anything from that game when it comes out later this year.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Battle Royale game? Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Remember when that rumor came out? There was going to be Battle Royale?
It's gonna be it. I'm telling you. This is the stupid hill
I think there will be a Battle Royale mode in the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what the rumor was.
Yeah. But anyway, I like that this game's supposedly coming out holiday because it's going to be the Valhalla Day.
Wow.
You know they're going to promote it that way.
Oh my god.
I just, because I never played...
when is Leif Erikson's day? I need to know.
That's Thursday.
This Thursday?
No, that's Thursday. Never mind, it's Thursday. I don't know when... I think that's like September.
It's October 9th, 2020. So...
Yeah, it ain't coming out then.
I hope to God they release on that day. That would be amazing.
On Leif Erikson Day?
Yes.
Why?
Okay, answer me this, because did either of y'all played the Greek one?
Yeah, the Origins and Odyssey.
Did you fight Greek gods or anything?
There was DLC, I think.
No.
Okay, because if there's not DLC or something, or you fight Thor,
this is not God of War, dude. It's not.
Odin's in the trailer.
Oh, Thor's in the trailer?
No, Odin's in the trailer.
Oh.
Honestly, he shouts out Odin when he turns into a raven or whatever. But he looks like an assassin. He's got the hood and everything. I feel like this character is trained by Odin to be an assassin.
That's mythical.
But real quick, one of my friends was talking about it, and he said, Odin is a Isu, I think is what it was called. Yeah, the civilization on Earth before humans that were revered as gods.
Oh, yeah.
He's the
original.
He's the Allfather.
Huh.
Yeah, so they're gonna not make them so much mythical god creatures, but kind of turn that into the thing that is more grounded. Although he does turn into a raven, so
there has to be a side quest where you go find the hammer of Thor. There has to be one.
The raven is just going to be your eagle. He's going to look around for outposts and shit for you to go.
Oh, Odin's your buddy?
Yeah. I assume.
Yeah. By the way, hey, Ubisoft, where's Gods and Monsters?
It was delayed. They announced it a while back.
I mean, like, we haven't heard anything on it in a while.
Also, don't talk about the Bones game, the ship. game
Skull and Crossbones.
Yeah.
Like, basically, I think we had it in the news a while back that like all of the Ubisoft
I know I'm being
games...
sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, but do you remember that like all the Ubisoft games were delayed?
Yes.
Yeah, because they fucked up their own. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the Watch Dogs game was too.
Yet this game's coming out soon, so
Right.
supposedly. So it's like, come on, Ubi.
So let me backtrack a little bit to Last of Us again. So Last of Us 2, Part 2 actually leaked online.
Woof.
Like the entire game.
The plot leak.
Basically the entire the plot, but plus a bunch of gameplay and cutscenes, all types of
multiplayer
stuff.
leaked.
Yep. At first it was suspected to be like a disgruntled Naughty Dog employee, but apparently Sony came out and said that they identified the person and it's not someone from Sony or Naughty Dog. So yeah, you might want to be safe from spoilers and just not go on the internet for another month or two.
Yeah, which that's going to be hard. Considering everybody's soon they won't be at home, soon they have to go back to work because our government is,
Your government. Not
our
mine.
government, not your government. Your government is sensible somewhat.
We just came up with an
I don't
action
know.
plan. We didn't come up with dates. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I've thought about looking. I haven't looked at it, but I've thought about looking just to see where they do with it.
just to get mad and be like, "This is the worst game ever," and you've
I
never
was
played
right.
it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At like 2:30 morning, I'm like, should I look at it? And I'm like, no, it's not worth it.
I want to watch a playthrough and be surprised, so I'm not gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna buy the game, but I am excited for it.
Yeah, tell me when they crucify Ellie to a wood stake.
Okay, moving on.
I don't know if that happens. If that happens, I didn't read the shit, so I want to make that clear. But if that does happen, called it.
All right, moving on. We got, I think the last news story for the week. I could be wrong, but the Final Fantasy VII Remake producer wants to keep developing small chunks at a fast pace.
I put in one more news bit, by the way.
Okay, we'll get to that after this.
Yeah.
So Tetsuya Nomura said he would like to deliver the next part of Final Fantasy VII Remake story quickly, and to do so would require focusing on a smaller portion of the overall plot. The quote comes from an interview in Final Fantasy VII Remake Ultimania, a guide and lore book now available in Japan. The quotes are shared online by Twitter account.
None of this matters.
What?
Like, you're just reading. None of that matters.
Well, okay, fine. What matters? Tell me.
Well, I'm just trying to get to the details, you know?
Listen, I'm excited to learn about Ultimania, alright? It's the Wrestlemania of Final Fantasy.
So, Katase said about how many parts it will be, that a lot of people seem to think it will become a trilogy, but it all depends on how many parts we want to make, or we end up making. If we separate it into bigger chunks, it will take more time, but if we take smaller portions, it can be done on a shorter span. He said, personally, I would like to deliver it fast.
Dang, golden sausage gonna be one part.
Ugh. That's what I'm afraid of. It's like if you deliver it in too many parts and charge $60 for each one of them, people are going to start to notice.
That's why you have to. That's why you have to release them as like DLC onto Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right, but like Midgar can be one game because that's the most iconic part of the game. If you start taking like Juno and make that one part,
No,
and then like
no one wants that.
Temple of the Ancients and make that one part, like those kind of things, you know.
They'll do like sections. Like I could theoretically see the ending, the beginning of the end when you leave Midgar, all the way up to at least maybe Nibelheim, because there's a lot of leg room in between that you could expand upon. Maybe meeting Sid, where that's a little stretching a little further before you go to Wutai. That could be one part right there, and I think that's pretty substantial considering you go through like 4 major cities.
Don't you meet Sid after Disc 1?
No,
Yeah,
before, don't you?
Pretty sure you do.
I guess not.
Because Aerith is dead in this too, isn't she?
Yeah, Disc 1 ends with her death, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's after the Temple of the Ancients.
Yeah,
I
you
could've
can
sworn
either
you met
stop
him
it at
after that.
Nibelheim, because that would be a good place to stop it, because that's where you get more answers. Or you could go all the way to like right before Wutai, and you meet, like obviously you know Yuffie. You would know Yuffie at this time, and then you go to Wutai is your next big starting point for the next point.
I think they would probably end it like after Nibelheim, because that's a good final area. Like, there's confrontation with Sephiroth, there's the weird, like, monster things. Like, if they expand that area, that could be another big, like, stupid ending. Like they had, to the end of Midgar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now we know they're not afraid to do the weird monsters.
Right.
Did you guys like that nod to Sid in the remake?
What nod?
It wasn't really Sid, but like how Shinra was buying up aerospace.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was like, Sid, you cracky motherfucker!
And you see like the spaceships and like how there's no reason to go into space anymore because we can now have Mako.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't register that as a nod to Sid. I thought it was weird that Kate Sith randomly popped up in his cutscene.
Yeah, that's so... God, I hate that.
I was like, oh, hi!
Yeah, because I knew what that is, but if like you're a new player, I'm like, what the fuck is this cat thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, no explanation.
Tie Your Shoes in the chat says apparently you meet Sid in Disc 1.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Huh. Thank you, Tyler. That's Tyler I work with. He works with me.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess, like, it's been a long time since I've played, like, further into the game. I remember, like, the ship and, through Juno and that kind of thing, but I don't remember much after that.
Also, I played it on PC. That's my excuse. We had, like, 4 discs or 5 discs, so...
No, it's 3.
No.
On PC?
Well, no, there's 4, but the first disc is just the installation disc.
Right, that's what... Yeah. I don't know.
So there's still 3 discs of gameplay.
How does... Hold on, because I'm actually contemplating, like, God, I'm gonna... No, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm gonna be casually playing my FF7 file that I started on my Switch a year ago when I just beat the Midgar section and got to... Yeah, I'm gonna go into it because I'm like, I need to be back in that world again.
Yeah, I've been thinking about replaying 7 as well, just so I can actually see the part that I really wanted to see.
Yeah, I'm enjoying my modded playthrough. I've been kind of taking it slow.
Yeah.
But...
Yo, Final Fantasy is good.
That's the thing, is like, if maybe 5 parts would be okay. But if they stretch it any more than that, it's going to get dangerous for most audiences.
Unless the parts are, like, again, like a $20 DLC expansion or something like that. But if it's, like, full-fledged games, I agree.
Still gets expensive.
It all depends on what they do, because most of Midgar is, from what I saw, again, I can't verify for playing this, but just from watching Max channeling his energy, like, seemed fun, even though he agrees that most of the game is... There are parts that are clearly bloated.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they could do it. I mean, we'll see. Again, as long as you don't like Junon one state. That'd be horrible.
Right.
It's not even that big of a town. You're there for more than like maybe an hour, maybe.
It's one of the bigger sections, but it's not the game's
not that big, is it? God, it's been a while since I've been there.
I mean, you do quite a bit there, but one of those is getting Leviathan, and you already have
and them. It's like the military base. Yeah. That's right. Because I keep thinking Junon is that just on the beach, but I forgot it's also the military base, and it's where the big gun is.
Yeah,
at.
Yeah.
All
right. Ben, what's the last story?
Oh, so yeah, Evo is officially canceled.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They Mr. Wizard or the Evo Twitter account, due to COVID-19, we are sadly canceling Evo 2020 at Mandalay Bay and refunding all purchased tickets. Also a note, CEO, the wrestling event was postponed to December. We'll see about that. So basically, but what they've also stated is that they are looking to bring the Evo spirit alive. They are going to bring Evo online. They're going to have an Evo event online, which they haven't really said anything. And if I'll just say this, if they keep the same games that they were going to run at normal Evo, oh, it's going to be a train wreck. Just because most of the games on Evo have horrible net code. Like, it's just bad. Ironically, the only game on there that has good netcode was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, a game that was released in 2010.
How does that happen?
Because and I'll tell you how, because you have ignorant fighting game Japanese developers who are like, we will do it our way, and we don't need Western influence. So I don't know what they're gonna do. It sucks because, like, I get it, and I'm not angry. I can still be sad at things, but I'm not angry. I'm not like those fucking idiots out there who are like, fuck your freedom, I need a haircut. No. It's just gonna be weird.
Fuck your freedom, I need a haircut.
Yeah, that's hyperbole, but I've seen...
No, it's really not.
Yeah, you're right, it's not. I need to hear. So like, yeah, it sucks, but it's the first. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks, but it had to happen. I was just waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm surprised it took. I'm honestly surprised it took him this long, but it's probably because like there's a lot of stipulation on if you cancel too early, then you owe the hotel money. Like that's why a lot of events can't really cancel. So that's why Combo Breaker took a long time to cancel. And CEO and stuff like that. But pretty much there's not gonna be any tournaments this year, and that hurts. That really hurts.
Well, saying on a side note, Justin, tell where people can find you.
Why is where to find to be a sad note? You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch/Mixer. I'm glad I got you with that. Like I said, I'm streaming again. Kind of just randomly right now. My set day is still technically Thursdays, but I didn't this past Thursday because I streamed over the weekend, so it's fine. But I'll probably do some more this weekend too. We'll see. But yeah, that's me.
And Ben?
Twitter.com/MarvelousZiggy, where you can see my posting pictures of me doing cool combos on thugs in Streets of Rage 4, as well as Animal Crossing pictures. I feel like I'm putting a lot of those up, and I like that people like them. I like showing off my island, even though it's
I like seeing your island.
Yeah, even though it's very mediocre in comparison to everybody else's, but I like it because it's my home. But yeah, that's Twitter.com/MarvelousIggy.
And you can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas. We're also here at charshot.com for about audio, video, and written content. You can email me, thomas@charshot.com. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, anywhere you can get podcasts. I'm hoping to do a Let's Play with Streets of Rage 4 with this guy over here, Ben, on Sundays. It'll probably only take us 1 or 2 Sundays to beat that game, right?
No, we beat it in 1. Are you kidding me? We'll beat it in 1. No, that's a promise. We'll beat it in 1.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I didn't hear what he said. So I was just like,
yep. Multiple playthroughs. Like, there's different characters.
Yeah, we could do multiple playthroughs. We'll see if we're up for it.
I may or may not have beaten the entire game with the entire cast by that point, but we'll see.
That's fine.
I've already done it with 2 out of the main 6, so yeah. It's not a long game.
Yeah, so until then, guys, enjoy your games and have a good night.
Wash your hands.
Rage on! That's not a tag title.
Tag title?
I don't know.